Hi, this is Chris, and we're in a California pistachio orchard. Trees are fairly young, about 5 years old, and we can see that farmers in California have embraced, well, in the nut industry, this has been long true in the lemon and some other tree fruit industries, have embraced planting some cover crops in between the trees. Now, if you are a small farmer in a different part of the world where you had limited resources, you could use this section for several years, because it takes a long time to get to full-size trees like those across the street from a small pistachio tree. This would give you additional forage production or food production for your livestock. And you got really nice heads on the barley here. You've got plenty of oats. You could even do alfalfa depending upon your water supply. So you're double cropping for many years while your pistachios get to an economical stage. You can see you've got some good fruit developing here. It's late May. It was a wet winter, so might be a little bit behind. And it's important also to know this is not just stuck in the ground. Before you have a pistachio tree that produces nuts, you've got to have the rootstock well established. This is Pistachio chinensis, or Chinese pistachio. That provides the rootstock of which this is grafted onto. What will happen is the growers will plant the pistachio, or Chinese pistache, which is an ornamental tree, and then in 2-3 years when it's been in the ground, they'll come along and graft on the budwood. And see, we have a little bit of the wild Chinese pistache coming up from down below, but that's what provides the basis for this tree to become a good nut producing tree. Budwood grafted onto rootstock, rootstock being Chinese pistache, all made healthier by putting a cover crop down the rows of the trees. No, that grass is not a cover crop. That's an obnoxious weed called nutsedge. And a pistachio orchard doesn't matter, but other areas it would. So you've got really nice, and see, the barley has a lot of healthy offsets in the root system for this. Not only is it holding the soil in a wet winter, but it's also making the beneficial bacteria in the ground that much more plentiful. And I'll try and find some links to put in there. So if you're a small farmer somewhere in the world, you would double up your trees to increase the economic output. You would have a tree in between here, more high intensity production, then a cover crop that you could also use to feed your other livestock, and then you're getting a lot more out of your pistachio production.